Hello, my name is James Piskel, and my topic I will be discussing today is Major League Baseball and the lockout that had just occurred after this past season. After the new league year on December 2nd, 2021, Major League Baseball had put in a lockout on the players, on the league itself, possibly damaging reputation of the sport and hindering the start of a new season in 2022. The lockout was not a big hit with players and the fans. A lot of the negotiations, well, there weren't that many negotiations the first few months. It seemed no one was talking, no sides were getting together to meet. A lot of the things that players wanted were ways to stop tanking, which is, teams purposely losing, putting out players that shouldn't be on the roster and just losing games to help them get a better draft pick. Then the players proposed the draft lottery like the NBA does, helping to get different teams and more teams to not do tanking and make it better odds for everybody, which in the end MLB and the players agreed to. The big thing with the players was the service time, and the service time in baseball is excuse me, it's about a team has control over a player. If you keep players in the minors, the more the team has control over their rights per se. If some young player comes up, if they keep them in the minors for not even that long, a few days, a few more weeks at a certain deadline, they'll get a year or more control of them to back them up with free agency. And the players really want guys to get free agency earlier to be able to find contracts and get the money they deserve earlier in their careers. You have a lot of young players in today's game that are still under that arbitration, that's what it's called. It's a small amount of money, even though they're the superstars of the game today. So, for an example, a guy like Aaron Judge came into the league at 27 years old in 2017 and 25, 27 in that area. And he's just turning 30 now. And he's just finally getting his first contract. He's a free agent after this season. And, for a guy like that, a top 10 player in baseball, to get his first major league contract at age 30, that doesn't really. The players want to be able to have guys younger age who are helping this game get paid and be able to get more contracts over their careers. The MLB, on their side, they wanted expanded playoffs. They have a lot of TV deals, more playoffs, more teams, more money that comes into them. That was agreed to in the end between the players and the owners in the MLB. On March 10th, 2022, the lockout had ended. The MLB had set deadlines before that March 10th agreement, which before that agreement, they had canceled 2 weeks of the first season. But thankfully, they were able to reach an agreement and still be able to play a full 162-game season. With that, the MLB had said teams will play more doubleheaders. The end of the season will be a little bit longer, more into October, a little bit more. And, thankfully they were able to reach an agreement. Players, but the thing was, they wanted the beginning of the season was supposed to start March 31st. But there wasn't enough time for, spring training. And, during the lockout, teams had no communication with managers, team staff, trainers. You couldn't talk to anybody. Free agents could not make deals. Only minor league deals and players were on the same time as they usually were. Anything Major League Baseball was stopped. So coming in, when they made the deal, it was a frenzy. Free agency guys are signing everywhere. Players had the spring training the day of. And be able to give these guys the amount of time they need to stay healthy. The MLB always said they wanted 4 full weeks of spring training, no matter what deal came, no matter how long a deal took. So April 7th is the opening day for baseball. So, trying to get these guys healthy and be able to get them together and have a good long spring training for the players to be safe and be healthy. The lockout was definitely a big hit reputation of baseball, and the commissioner, Rob Manfred, who fans are not a fan of, who never been a fan of. But, thankfully we got baseball. That's really all that we wanted as fans. And as players as well. We wanted baseball just for the love of the game and to have fun with it. So, the deal that they agreed to is for 5 years. Some other rules will come in as the years go on. I know they brought back the runner on second and extra innings to help speed the games up. They're bringing in bigger bases, a pitch clock. They want to really speed up the game more. So those things will start coming into effect as the years go on. But hopefully this lockout that just occurred will give hope that the next time this comes, there won't be a bigger problem. There won't be games canceled. They'll be able to figure out things quick and be able to get things moving quicker and have a real good baseball season. So thank you for listening, and hopefully if you guys are all baseball fans, you'll be as happy as I am that baseball is back. Thank you.